Hello. Welcome back to the Shoe Snob unboxing video. One take wonder. Sorry, I'm just gonna adjust the camera to be a little bit more centered. It's been a while since I've been here, and Happy New Year to all. Been a few months. The end of 2020 was quite busy, and I took a much needed rest after a tumultuous year, and the start to 2021 has been also quite busy. But on top of that, having reviewed my work in my videos, which I want to start doing more of, I realized I needed an upgrade in both audio and video quality. The phone wasn't cutting it. Microphones weren't working as well as I would like. Nothing seemed to have been going the way I wanted. So I upgraded camera, a far more dynamic camera. And with that, I hope to be doing a lot more video, and not just unboxing videos, but talks and more up close and personal detail work on shoes, etc. So here we are to the start, and I wanted to upgrade this quality because I have a very exciting pair of shoes here that I think deserves the best video I can give it. And yeah, let's take a look. I'm bringing something that's gonna one up the last pair of shoes I did by the Chinese shoemakers Acme, which make a phenomenal shoe at a great price. But this one is even crazier for what you get versus what you pay. Let's take a look. So the brand is out of Hungary, and their name is Passus. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. That of course is with an English pronunciation, could be spelled different, but Passus. Handmade shoes out of Hungary for incredibly good prices. Let's take a look at what I ordered. First thing you notice, nice black box, very solid, very high quality. You could definitely throw this around and it'll take the beating. The model that I ordered is called the Tom. You got the label here. I ordered a standard UK 6.5, US 7.5. Their size are in European, which makes sense, which is a 40.5. And I have to say, it fits like a glove. So let's take a look. Very nice presentation, nice packaging. Open this up. Another layer. You got nice bright blue bags with paper in between to protect the shoes. Looks like there's a little pamphlet here, which just says, congratulations on your choice, certificate of excellence. This is basically a 2-year warranty, which I always think is a dangerous thing to do for brands, because like I said, I have seen people destroy the best shoes in under a year for the amount of abuse they did, and it was not the shoe's fault. So I never think this is a good idea, although it's good for you guys. But I think this is a risk to the brand, because no matter how good your shoe is, shoes aren't made of diamonds, they're made of leather, and concrete is harder than leather and stronger, and abuse of rain and overuse and never letting the shoes rest and never using shoe trees is a quick way to destroy even the best pair of shoes. So good for you guys, not so smart for the company in my opinion. All right, but let's take a look at the shoes in question. So the shoes, again, just come with the shoes, nothing more. But I think when you're paying this low for what you're getting in quality, you shouldn't get a ton of freebies, because I don't think a ton of margin is there, because the price is low and the quality is phenomenal, which means they're doing a lot of handwork, which means they're doing a lot of time. Obviously they're doing handwork because the shoes are handmade. So I actually ordered a very simple shoe because it's something I did not have in my collection, my personal collection, my wardrobe, so to speak, of nice chocolate brown Suede Derby. Let me grab this other one. I am not a huge Derby fan, which is why I don't have one. But what I loved about theirs was the pattern. So if you look at the design here, it's actually quite aggressive for a Derby, but I find this to be infinitely more elegant and allows this to be more dressy. The two, kind of the less eyelets you have, the more dressy the shoe becomes. The more eyelets you have in a derby, the more casual. So while I'll probably wear these with jeans because I don't get much suits on, this is something that you could wear with a suit and still look, I mean, it's suede, but you know, a nice flannel suit, and still look on the formal side just due to its pattern. So I ordered that because I found it quite intriguing. I'm not crazy about the 4 to 5 eyelet derbies. That for me are just more casual. For casual, I'm just gonna wear Chelsea boots and or loafers. So shoes, plain shoes, you'll probably wanna know the price. The price is 890 euros. Now that's the European price. If you live outside of Europe, you can take 20% off that. So I don't even know what that comes to. My math is not as good as it once was, but it's the low 700 euros for completely handmade shoes with JR soles and wooden pegged waist. So now, again, you got to know your differences between handmade and the bespoke and this and that. This is not your Japanese style handmade, but for a Austro-Hungarian influenced country in terms of shoemaking, this is the most refined Austro-Hungarian style shoe I've ever seen. Usually you find beefy soles, you find beefy welts, you find all kinds of things that make the shoes more robust, which is not surprising because it's, you know, the eastern side of Europe, which has quite adverse weather, so they need shoes that are solid. In European cities, you tend to walk a lot, so you're outside, you need robust shoes. What I loved about these is actually the finesse of them. They are sleek, yet solid. So you get the best of both worlds. When you put these on, you know that they're not flimsy, they're not weak. These are gonna last. They're high quality and they're well made and they feel great. Now, I don't know if the fact that they fit me is a good thing or a bad thing because I have quite a narrow foot, but usually I'm a 7 narrow, so the 6.5 fits me like a glove, the way I like it. Tight, but not, snug, but not overly tight. There's no loose space and I don't have heel slip. So I commend them for making a very fitted last. Yeah, let's get into the quality side of things. If I'm just gonna take a quick glance, I'm just looking for flaws for all of you, but in reality, there are none to note. Stitching is clean. Everything is clean. Yeah, I really can't flaw this shoe at all. There's not a... I mean, even where you see, okay, where they cut the channel and you see like the leather not necessarily put together perfectly, they do a great job of finishing it, so it's really not even that noticeable. It's not anything. But you can see all the bells and whistles. You know, you got the nails in the toe, you got a nice closed clean channel, you got the waist pegged with wooden, you got a nice fiddle back V shape, you got a very lovely beveled waist. The balance of the shoe is beautiful. The stitching is clean. Sometimes you find little flaws here where the waist meets the heel block, but this is seamless. It's perfect. You have the nice fudge wheel. Yeah, you got the fudge wheel detail, but then they edge it off with the iron, the waist, the sole iron to flatten it out. So you don't have the grooves on the corner of the welt, but you have it on the inside of the welt. That's a nice touch. It gives you the best of both worlds. So yeah, in reality, there's nothing. Sorry, I didn't show you the nails on the heel as well. So you have a very solid shoe and there's no real visible flaws at all. Again, that's low 700 euros for a completely handmade shoe, no visible flaws, fits like a glove, has a beautiful lash shape, a nice chisel, a little bit of elongation, not crazy long, but just enough to make it dressy for a derby. in a beautiful pattern. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie. For every shoe I'm sent for an unboxing video, I don't always keep them because I have my own shoe brand and I really don't wear others. But I will most likely not order myself a brown Suede Derby from my own brand. And I'd probably actually wear these on the weekends because I think they're beautiful and the quality is nice. They fit amazing. Definitely got some great arch support in there, which is super important. You know, the problem with a lot of factory made shoes is they lack arch support. And that's what you get when you get a hand welted handmade shoe with a nice well-made last that actually is made to support the foot and not just pump out a bunch of generic fitting shoes that are made to fit the masses. So Passus Shoes is a name to watch out for. Now I gotta make this statement, and I hope they listen and I hope they learn from it, but the pictures on their Instagram don't even come close to doing their shoes justice. And I know how important that is because I've heard that myself from my own brand, and people being wowed when they come into the shop, but not wowed when they look at the photos. And the same thing here, I look at their IG and I'm not wowed by the photos, but when I see the shoes in person, I'm in awe of the quality because it's there, the refinement is there, the quality is there, the price is incredible for what you're getting. I mean, 700 euros, you're just entering the realm of hand-grade factory-made shoes, which to me is incredible that they can offer that same price for something, in my opinion, infinitely better. So I'm very curious to see how they grow, and they will only grow, of course, with the help of all of you that support the brand. So if you're in the market for a new pair of shoes and you want something good value, handmade, hand welted, sleek, and sleek yet durable, I suggest you give them a look. They don't have a ton of models on their site yet, but I imagine that in their collection, their repertoire, they can probably do something that they don't represent on the Instagram. So do give them a check out. Passus Shoes. I look forward to seeing what you guys order. I look forward to seeing more of this brand. And yeah, I dare say some of these factory shoemakers need to watch out because at this price, it's going to be a hard brand to beat. And let's just hope they start doing more intricate designs so we can see the best of both worlds. You guys know I like cool design. I love a classic shoe as well, but I love to see cool design. So yeah, give them a look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope the sound quality is better than it has been. I hope the video quality, I hope you see the shoes well. And stay tuned for more as I start to do different things with my new camera. Wishing everybody a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the blog, www.theshoesnobblog.com. Subscribe to YouTube, share it, like it. Let's support. My goal is to bring you guys shoes that you may have never heard, but that are doing great things for the industry and ultimately for you, the client. So spread the word. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Bye-bye.